How's it going, everybody? So this is my post-fight for UFC London. Finally back in UK because we have released all the COVID restrictions here, so we can have mass gatherings and everything. So that's good to see and good to hear. So I'm going to talk about other fights on the card. I'm not going to talk about the main event. That will be in a different video. So I'm going to talk about, firstly, let's talk about the co-main. You had Arnold Allen versus Dan Hooker. Obviously, Dan Hooker's coming to bang. Arnold is known as a wrestler, but can bang too. Going into this match, it's literally, let's see where Arnold Allen is at. Basically, that's what this match was about. And it started off slow, then it just turned into a firefight. Arnold Allen was swinging for the fences. So was Hooker. Hooker was getting the worst end of the beat of the punches. Hooker seemed a bit rocked as well. Is a bit uneven on his feet. And then basically Arnold just pummeled Hooker against the cage using elbows, punches, and referee stoppage. So I know Dan Hooker was pissed about that. Where does Hooker go next? I'm not too sure. I thought he was doing alright at lightweight. Maybe I reckon he should go back to lightweight, because sometimes cutting the weight you can deplete yourself to a place where you might not be able to take punches as much, or you might not be able to give punches as much. You might have lost some of his power. I'm not sure. So, and we don't know how the weight cut was as well. So, great win for Arnold Allen. I know he drives to Birmingham sometimes to get training, which is not too close from where I am. So, all props to Arnold Allen. You know what I mean? Great win there. Also, Paddy the Baddie was there. Fanfare. The place was going nuts, crazy. A lot of noise. It was just like the second coming of Conor McGregor, it seemed like. So in his match, he got rocked early. And he did say before he wasn't going to get rocked. He wasn't going to get a punch in this match, but he did get punched and he got rocked early, very early. And this was similar to his previous fight in the States. He got rocked early as well there, but he got rocked. Then he came back and he got the submission in the end, rear naked choke. And yeah, it was a great win. So we'll see what happens then. Bisbin asked him who he wants next. He didn't really say anyone, but he said his Instagram keeps getting shut down, so he's not happy about that. And also with Arnold Allen, he did call out Calvin Kattar, so we'll see what happens there. Gunnar Nelson was on the card. We haven't seen Gunnar Nelson for a while as well. Gunnar Nelson actually picked up a win. I believe he was on a bit of a losing streak before, but it was more of a submission type match and control. It's about control and submission attempts here in this match, in which he basically had his opponent, had him sort of held down for the whole thing really, and got a win. So good to see Gunnar Nelson back. I think he had some rib injury because he was fighting with one of the guys from, I think it was Game of Thrones, some monster guy, and he hurt his ribs trying to wrestle him. Bit of advice: don't try and wrestle a monster because it's not going to end well. Especially he's that big. Then you had Tabora KO as well. That KO was awesome. Then Molly McCann, my days. Molly McCann with a spinning back elbow on her opponent, knocked her out cold. It was disgusting. Liverpool are killing it. So big up to Molly McCann for sure. Then you had Amir Khani, won as well by a Darce choke, which was actually pretty sick. Then you had Paul Craig going there. So Paul Craig originally got in the fight, got taken down in the first round. He was getting pummeled pretty badly, pretty solid ground and pound in his head top. And then basically he managed to get a triangle choke on with some elbows and got the win. So it was a nice day really for the UK fighters. So yeah, very impressed. I was meant to go to the fights, but I didn't get to make it. But you can reassure me, I will 100% be at the next London card, because that was absolutely fire. So awesome nights of fights, awesome card. London was there in full force. Liverpool was there in full force. Manchester, Scotland was there in full force. So yeah, great wins. So like, subscribe and leave a comment. Take care.